So, as many of you may know, I have recently stepped into the world of permanent makeup. I am still considered a beginner permanent makeup artist. And if you don't know, and if you're new here, my name is Tiasha, and I have been a brow artist in the Buffalo, New York area for about 4 years now. Today, I'm going to be talking about some of my favorite products this far in my permanent makeup journey. Of course, the things that matters the most as a permanent makeup artist is going to be your inks. So these are the ones that I have been using, and this is the Tina Davies I Love Ink collection. And I have a color corrector from the Perma Blend line. Another cool thing to me is that when you purchase some of her ink, she also gives you a chart that has the Fitzpatrick scale on it. Another important component to permanent makeup are the actual needles. So far in my solo permanent makeup journey, I have purchased two different types of needles from two different companies. So the first company is Mika. These needles are sold by Moshe Studio on Instagram. Love her work really bad. So I realized that she actually used her own needles. So I went and I purchased two different types. The second brand that I purchased, which I think might be my go-to brand from now on, is Quadrin. These are the ones that I bought from them. I think these work best with my machines, which is what we're about to get into now. So I currently have two machines. This one is the Mass Tour, and I typically don't use my machine by itself. I always have a power supply so I can slow it down. And to be honest with you, I don't know what this machine is. I got this in my class that I took a couple years ago, and I don't know the brand of this one. But what I will say is both of these work really great. I guess depending on what I'm doing, I prefer one over the other. The next things that we're gonna get into are numbing creams and gels or liquids, whatever. The first one that I really like is the Tina Davies Ice Cream. I really like this one because it serves as a primary and a secondary numbing gel. Another one that I purchased recently is Zenza. I think this one is very popular amongst the permanent makeup community. I see a lot of people using this one, but it works pretty well. This is what I use for secondary numbing, which is Say Less, and you can get this from Savvy Creations website. This one I have been using quite consistently because I've been using more of the Zenza than the ice cream. They also have a primary number too. So last but not least, the one thing that I always use, as I said before, is a power supply. I personally do not like using my machine on its own yet. I learned using a power supply because it gives me the ability to slow my machine all the way down so I have a little bit more control. So if you are a beginner permanent makeup artist or you're interested in getting into permanent makeup, definitely make sure you guys follow me for more permanent makeup related content.